don't believe in destiny, I just do what's best for me. Don't listen to my enemies, they're just full of jealousy. Yeah, this legacy, you gon' see what's left of me, you gon' see success in me.
Hello and welcome back. This is Silent. In this video we'll be going over the latest DLC for Shinobi Striker, which is the defense type class Boruto Uzumaki Karma Seal. In this video going over everything in which I found while playing Boruto Uzumaki within the last 24 hours of his release. Some of the information might surprise you. I'll be going over all of his jutsu, what they do, what they can counter, and how to use them. The first jutsu, Boruto Stream. You can use this jutsu in multiple ways depending on your playstyle, whether you are a passive player waiting to get attacked to counterattack, as the jutsu suggests. You can hold the final seal and wait for your opponent to attack you. If you do it correctly, they will be stunned by a lightning impulse while your character swoops in from behind, bouncing off the shadow clones and attacking directly. This jutsu is not all that powerful, but it can really close the distance in on your enemies. Another way to use this jutsu is by just inputting the jutsu commands and trying to, let's say, catch up to someone who's carrying the flag. Not really a way to travel across the map since the range is only a 1, but if trying to close in on a healer who is constantly running, you can use this jutsu to your advantage. His next jutsu, Thunder Clap Arrow. While using this jutsu, I have noticed that it is very unique depending to what defense type classes other jutsu has been this season. Even though they did get Neji, Bandai had to, fix Hazan Strike. Now it's powerful. Then they nerfed it, now it's... But you can use this jutsu in a total of 3 ways. The first way you can use this jutsu is by setting it, zapping anyone who's around. The jutsu will seal their sub gauge for approximately 5 to 6 seconds, and it will affect any players within the AoE of the jutsu. Another way you can use this jutsu, which I have figured out earlier, was if you were to do a first hit stun and then use the tidal wave. If you redo the first hit stun or throw a ninjutsu at them to push them back into it, it will restun them as long as they're not already in it. It is very useful for keeping either the attack type still, the defense type out of the way, or even trapping the healer for a good minute while your team finishes off their main DPS or even their secondary healer. Who knows with the way teams are made nowadays. The third way you can use this is by just setting it on a base, and you can go fight with your team anywhere else. The jutsu will let you know if someone touches it. So the second you're notified, all you really have to do is just... Since they'll be stunned, there'll be no way to dodge it. A similar way to the method in which I was just talking about is on flag. Let's say you and the attacker are at the enemy's home base. It's an even 2-on-2 and you're fighting. Your attacker grabs the flag. You can use the tidal wave and only the tidal wave to stun one of the people for, a good 5 to 7 seconds, while you distract the other one, while your attacker makes off with the flag, or even the range. This jutsu is very versatile when it comes to its usage and has many different properties in which it has not yet been seen. For example, this jutsu can break super armor. Bet I didn't know that. While I was testing this, I have found out that it can go through Demon Hunter. Not sure if it can go through Hazan Strike just yet, but it is guaranteed that it can enter. For the ultimates, and I'm not really sure what is wrong with the way the text is for what it says on the ultimates. Maybe they'll fix it. But the ultimate is plain and simple. You can't move. You create a giant orb around you using your karma seal that goes through your body, absorbing all nearby hostile chakra. The karma ultimate absorbs ninjutsu, substitution, and drains the ultimate secret technique gauge. While enemies are inside of your karma orb, they will be pulled towards you, and their ninjutsu and their subs will not come back until either you release the jutsu yourself or until the jutsu runs out by itself. The ultimate is terrifying, but I'm glad that they made it so that you won't be able to move while using it, because think about it, a walking karma, that does sound a bit overpowered. So I'm glad that they're sticking to the anime route when it comes to this. If this video helped you in any way, let me know down below in the comments. Also, you can tell me what you think of the new Boruto DLC and how you use his jutsu and secret techniques and Shinobi strikers. Have a good one.
Gonna fight for what I love, still gonna die for what I love, still gonna try, I won't give up, still gonna fight until I've won. They say I'm way too obsessed and I've got nothing left, and I'm not quite there yet, but those words they'll regret, cause I've got something left and I'm not giving in. I will not let them win, I won't stop till the end. No.